Hello, hello. We're going to continue on with viewer favorites, viewer challenges. I'm going to go over here and do my own pattern, Plum-lei. One of my favorites, obviously, because I created it. FYI, just so that you know, link is below. If you have a chance to donate, that would be awesome. I'll leave that right there so you, maybe here. There's a good spot. Maybe. Alright, so Plum-lei. Turn off my light so you guys can see. It is a based on the Plumeria flower. It's a simple design. You do 5 arms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with some curve. You aura those like that, so they look like 5 bananas, 5 skinny bananas splayed out in a bunch, and then you just do this little arch right there from the tip of here to about the middle of that curve. And that's it. And then you can, you know, fill them in with patterns or just, you know, layer them into a something like that. I love this. This is one of my favorite drawings I've ever done. This one here. I just love that drawing. So I'm going to do something similar again today, just because I want to. Got myself a paper. This particular paper, I don't know if, oops, got to turn the light on. I don't know if you guys can make it out. It's a scrapbooking paper, I guess. The background has these little swirls, which I think is really fun and cool. So I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to start in the middle, work my way out. I'm going to have different color, different sizes, overlapping maybe a little bit, and I'm just going to go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That one's a little bit long. That's okay. I can make these a little bit longer, like that. Some of them I go on this side of the arch, some of them I go on the other side of the arch. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if these are bigger, wider, or skinnier, because, you know, the flowers themselves, they, a real flower, real Plumeria flower, it does have odd shaped petals sometimes. Make that one just a little bit longer, like that. It really does. You never know what it's going to do. Some of my husband loves to grow plumerias, and some of my husband's plumeria plants are very symmetrical, and some of them are not. Some of them have a pointier leaf to them, or petal. And I'm going to put this one this direction. Some of them will actually be a more of a like this of a shape. Should have been more like that, but yeah, some of them come in and they kind of come down when they open. They're a little less roundy. Some of them, this part is skinnier. So you can change the shape of this leaf like that, because that's how some of them are growing. I wish I could show you the ones that are blooming outside my window, but right now I can't see any. The fires have really done a number to the poor plumerias. I noticed that the leaves are starting to turn brown and fall off of our plants. So I think we're having some pollution issues with the poor little plants. They are trying their best to survive. That's just in the way. Some of these have a bigger part here. So I'm going to do that with this one. Make it nice and roundy. And then they're really ovally like that. You never know what they're going to look like when they bloom. Some of them are blooming different colors. We have a lot of the white and yellow, where the center is yellow and the outside is white. Lots and lots of that kind. But we have some that are red, some that are pink, some that smell like cinnamon. That one's really awesome. Completely different. I'm going to do one more here, I think. I'm going to do another one like that, I think. Nice big one with big, like really coming out from like that. It is really roasty in here today. Oop, that one looks weird. Okay, that's fine. That's what it did. I'm fine with it. Do I need something else here? I do. I need a small one right there, maybe a small one right there. And maybe one here. I hear a blue jay. We have a blue jay that loves to come down and get peanuts. But it hasn't been around lately. We had one that my husband had trained to come eat out of his hand. That was pretty cool. I really enjoyed watching that. But this new one is not that bold. All right, I think I like this general composition. I am going to do some of those twigs that I did because I kind of like that as well. So I'm just going to kind of in here and come through there and through here and maybe come out and like this. Like that. I'm going to zoom you out just a little bit. This is a pretty good sized piece of paper. This is a bigger one. If anybody asking, it's about 4.5 by 6.5. I'm going to have one coming from here. Coming out over here. Like that. And maybe one going this way. So maybe I'm not paying any really attention to shape particularly. I'm just being kind of random. Just like that. Some kind of stick sticking out. It looks kind of feel like it needs maybe one more going this way. Maybe a kind of a curvy one. Going like this. Like that. That's good. That kind of breaks it up from, these were kind of parallel, kind of too straight for me. And then I did like having those pinwheels in the back, but I think I'm going to do them in gray. Let me find these ones. Do a super light gray. I don't know why I like that, but you know what? I'm just going to do something similar to what I did before because it's one of my favorites. And I don't want these spirals to take over, so I decided to do them in the gray. And And I also already have that texture of the paper behind. So between the two of them, it's really kind of cool. I might get out a different gray pen. This one's sort of got a fat end to it. I have one that's not quite so fat. Oh, that's not where I want to put that. That's okay. I have one that's not quite so fat. Let's see. In here, I think. This one. It's a little bit darker of a gray. And I can come in here. Go on top of that and make another layer. Oh yeah, that's cool. Goodness sakes. What's going on? Notifications. Oh yeah, that looks good. Needs to be a little bit darker in the middle there. And a little lighter on the out. Denser in the middle, less dense out here. You'll notice these spirals are not particularly tidy. Well, that's okay. I don't need them to be. I could make them much more specific, but I'm not gonna. There we go. See? Isn't that pretty? I love that. And then for this one, I think I'm going to put a little bit of shading. Where everything overlaps. Give it a quick blend, and then I may slap some color on here. You know, you don't have to shade your piece. If you like it exactly the way it is, then leave it. I had somebody ask on one of my videos, no shading? Like, well, apparently I didn't feel like shading that day. It's okay. You don't have to shade. Yes, shading is often one of my favorite things, but sometimes my piece just feels like it wants to be finished before it's shaded, and that's okay too. You know, you don't have to shade. You don't have to do anything. Just like you don't have to color. I often, mostly don't color, but sometimes I color, and you guys know that. I don't have to. I also don't have to shade. But I don't know what it is about these twigs and plumerias that make me happy. But they do. And these twigs aren't even plumeria. They have nothing to do with the plumeria branch. Although they kind of sort of look like when the plumeria has gone dormant, it kind of looks like that a little bit. But they're not really sticks. I don't know if you guys are familiar with a plumeria plant, but they're not really sticks. One of you guys had a question or a comment or something, and I'm thinking, well, that's a good idea, but then I forgot already for what it is. I remember seeing it, and I remember thinking, that's a really good idea, but now I don't remember what it was. I'm going to sign it in. Where did my pen go? There it is. Do I want color on this one? I think I do. I'm going to just a slight wash of color. So I am going to use these pens. I'm going to turn this over. Oh, that's a different color paper on the back side. I was going to test my pens on the back side, but they're a different color, so they're going to look different on the other side. That's interesting. All right. And then maybe this color. Ooh, that's bright. Might be a little brighter than I wanted, but that's alright. Do more than one that color. Just so that I don't have need to have that color in more than one place on the page. That's a little brighter than I wanted. That's good. We'll just tone that down a little bit with this pink. That's barely a color, and that's okay. A lot of them are pinks and reds. I actually want one that's a more of a cinnamon color. Do I have a more cinnamon? Is this too orange? Oh no, that's orange. Ooh, wait. That's the problem with these pens, is that you can't tell from the color of the pen what actual color it is, because they don't match. Their barrel doesn't match. No. I want a darker, like cinnamony color. There we go. See, those cinnamon colored ones have a kind of a pink there. Oop, missed that end of that flower. That needs... And some of them have a yellow interior. They're yellow and white. Let's do this one with a yellow edge and a... Don't know if there is one like this, but I'm going to do a yellow edge, a little cinnamon in the middle, and then this color pink. Okay, and a little bit of white. Okay, that looks all right. The yellow's a bit much. I want a little bit more of that dark color. And maybe my water brush, and I'm gonna bleed out some of those colors. Now I know this is not watercolor paper and it's gonna probably do funky things. I'm okay with that. This might not even do anything. Depending on the fibers of the paper, it may not do anything. Doesn't look like it's doing much. Okay, that's fine. And then I want a kind of a brownish, maybe this brownish orange. That's good. Ooh, that one's really wet. You'll notice that I don't worry too much about staying exactly in the lines. I don't worry about whether it completely filled in. It's just sort of a sketchy, watercolory sort of look. That's the look I'm going for. All right, that came out really good. Don't forget about this. I will see you guys later. You guys have a great day. It is getting way too hot for me, so I'm gonna have to be done for the day. I was hoping to be able to draw a little bit more for you guys, but it is just too hot. Maybe this I don't usually draw in the evenings, but maybe this evening it'll cool off. But I'm just roasty. It's like 80 degrees in here and hotter outside, and I'm just done. So I'm gonna be done. It's okay. I'll see you guys on the next video, whatever that's going to be. I haven't decided yet, but since we did a fun one, we will probably do a challenging one next. I'll look at them, see what I come up with, and I will see you guys on the next video. Go out and do something nice for somebody today, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.